Crush, Cruz, going up against El Hombre, Alfredo Morales. Rudy wearing the blue shirt, serving Southern California. Hombre, also from Orange County area.
Rudy having one of his best results at the last event. Dave, he came 2 points from knocking out the #1 star, Juan Santos. Led in that second game after winning the first.
You mind watching this line?
And Dave, Rudy, I know that you won't like this, but he doesn't have a chance to play much, and he says, I think I'm playing better now that I'm not playing 4 or 5 times a week.
Score 0, serve 0.
Rudy Cruz serving here from Orange, California. Got that nickname Orange Crush.
And Dave, Rudy's just such a steady player, smart player, and he's got his system. And you saw it right there.
1, serve 0.
On the other hand, one of the biggest fan favorites is Fredo, wearing the white with his hat back.
And that's an amazing shot. Kind of an Alan Garner-esque shot, Dave.
1,
those
serves
of you who don't
1.
know, my favorite player. Fredo, Dave, looks like he might have a little bit of a bone bruise on his right hand.
2, serves 1.
Just based on the way he hit that shot. Dave, there aren't many people out here that would have missed that shot, and Rudy Cruz knows it, frustrated with himself.
Now the Orange County players, oh, look at that shot. Rudy dives in, gets it. Fredo punches it back down the right, and that ball's a swing and a little bit of a miss hit and doesn't make it to the front wall. Point for Fredo. The Orange County guys are more attuned to lobbing the ball back. You're going to see many more lobs from these guys than you would see from some of the other players. Trying to drive the ball back is what I mean, Dave.
Four, serves 2.
Not a great start for either guy here. Both guys making some errors and not capitalizing on their opportunities. But right there, Fredo sneaks in a corner kill when it looked like he was going to throw the ball back up high.
5, serves 2. Three, serves 5.
Interesting to see Fredo wearing that glove on just his left hand. Why do players do that, Dave?
I noticed, Dave, that guys do wear it on their opposite hand. It looked like that ball just slid a little bit. Sometimes it's just a feel. There's certain shots that you hit with your left, more of a stiff arm shot that you might feel more comfortable
6, serves 3.
hitting with a glove on the hand. Other guys, Dave, will wear padded gloves and liners and basically not even feel the ball. And Dave, I do think Alfredo's struggling with a bruise on his right hand. I've seen him wincing, and I've seen him holding up on a lot of his swings with his right. And those big ball bone bruises, Dave, are about the worst you can have because they take up your whole hand. They're not just the size of a dime. They're more like the size of a silver dollar. And there's nowhere on your hand you can hit it to avoid it.
Right. Timeout being called here. We've seen that flexing of the hand in about every match this morning.
Oh.
You know, just watching the players, it seems like they're. It's odd because it's so warm out here. I think there would be no such reason why you would get a bone bruise in this type of weather, but I think the heat, extreme heat also isn't as good as it may seem.
What was score?
Players are not warming up as long as they normally would because of the heat.
Seconds, Rudy. I'm in.
That was a real long time out there. In a lot of ways, it seems like it's a little bit more
Score is 8,
forgiven
serving 3.
out here, I should say.
Mm.
Because of this heat, you don't want the players to get into an ambulance later. That ball was out, and Rudy knows it.
I saw a line shot. Saw a line shot? It was a line shot. We both saw a line shot. Line is good. Thank you. 9, serving 3.
Wow, there it is right there.
And Dave, not to be nitpicky because you know that I'm not, but the line is actually on the outside of the wall
4, serving 9.
if you look at it.
Yeah, that's odd.
So really the line could be considered out.
Yeah, certainly.
I mean, you know.
Ten, serving 4.
Alfredo, Dave, like most players, in 4 divisions, already played 3 matches this morning. And Dave, starting at about 8:45, the temperature is outrageously hot. If you get your matches in before 7, not so bad.
Yeah, even when it's not really outrageously hot on
5,
paper,
serves
it
11.
still feels outrageously hot. 91 degrees this morning felt like 110. Because somehow your body says, why is it so hot this early in the morning? You've just been
Game
sleeping
1.
in a hotel
Fredo.
room that's air conditioned in 70 or 68 degrees, and you come out here and it's 84 and it feels like it's 110 degrees, and your body just hasn't adjusted, and it just doesn't get any better after that. Then it does become 110.
Yeah. Alfredo Morales, Dave, has been in the finals of 2 WPH outdoor events this year. Unfortunately for him, losing in the final of both, the first being in June at the Venice Beach X crossover. How do you say that, Dave? I know how to spell it.
Just crossover.
Oh, crossover.
It's a cross.
Okay. Crossover event, losing there to Lobo Valencia. Both really underdogs making it to the finals, and then advance to the finals at the stop number 4 at Marina Park, losing to the number 1 player, Juan Santos.
¿Quiere ahora? ¿Quiere ahora? ¿Quiere?
We're here at the Stratosphere Hotel, Casino and Resort, Las Vegas.
Lucky.
Just watching the sights and sounds here in between that last shot and now.
There are some amazing sights out here, Dave.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
And the strip is nice, too.
Let's give you a view, if we can, of what it is that we are talking about this weekend. We flew over the courts, and here it is. This is what I call the 360. Look at this one, Dave. We have about 12 drones in the air, catching all of these different angles right here in the heart of the day that we have. This is what the court system looks like. And we are directly in front of this camera
Rudy,
angle
1
right
minute
now.
left.
I'm trying to wave out
1
here
minute
for
left.
you.
I think
Now
I see you.
Technically flying right over Carl's Jr.
Thank you.
And there's the tower.
I know, Dave, that the event organizers are thinking about putting the broadcast booth at the top of the stratosphere next year. That would be quite a view.
It'll be a lot more cool, I'll tell you that. Spectacular 360 views of the Vegas Strip.
Dave, you want to thank Matt Titano, who is part of our video team. He lives here in Las Vegas, so it's a home game for him. Just an unbelievable worker. He's so talented, Dave. And he's also another one of these guys like Jeff Kastner that's out there in this heat. I don't know how he does it. Unfortunately for him, Dave, he was the finalist for best hair at this event.
Did he not win it?
No, believe it or not.
It was Fat Kevin won that again for the second straight tournament. That's unfortunate. I'm just guessing it was Fat Kevin.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did win that. And, you know, Matt has appealed that, but, you know, there's not, I mean, it's going to go through the courts, but there's not really much.
It's a lot like the NFL.
Yeah,
when you make the
similar.
appeal, it's just, it's not going to go anywhere. Well, let's tell you how hot it is out here. Matt Titano was actually a blonde before this weekend started. And that sun, I know it. Most people would say, well, that's what the sun does. It actually will make you blonde, but not here in Vegas.
0, serving 0.
It's so scorched. 0-0, game number 2. First one going to Fredo, as Samson Hernandez predicted after his win.
1, serving 0.
Thought Rudy Cruz had a beat on that shot, but got himself turned around and tried to backhand it and came up with nothing but air.
2, serving 0.
And now Rudy Cruz makes his first donation to Waveland Avenue. That's a souvenir for a very lucky fan.
3, serving 0.
We had to put a security guard out there, out on the strip, because these kids were clamoring to get that ball to bring it back, and there's traffic out here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a busy street, one of the busiest in the United States.
Particularly, Dave, with this event going on and all these fans trying to pile in here to this amphitheater.
Four, serving 0.
Quick start here for Alfredo, who won game 1 and now leads 5-0 in game 2. Rudy Cruz seems like he's feeling the effects of the heat just in his decision making, Dave.
Nice shot there, dug out by Rudy Cruz. No dive from Fredo.
2 bounces though.
But Rudy doesn't call those 2 bounces until he makes sure that Fredo runs all the way up front to try to get it.
0. Hold it, Fredo.
That was unnecessary.
Is that Rudy?
Dave, the first thing to
6,
go
0.
when you start feeling the heat is your decision making.
That includes the referee. But you're right. Last night
Thank you.
Here we go.
indirectly told you to go home for the weekend.
What do you mean indirectly? It was pretty direct. I mean, I don't see
that
how
was a
much.
decision that
7, serving 0.
I regret not executing. And no dive again from.
Well, I think Fredo knows he's up 7-0 in 1 game to love, and he doesn't need to extend himself at this point in the match, Dave. He's got a lot of matches left, including trying to close out this one. Love that shot from Fredo.
Oh, that ball doesn't stay in, though. That's the first one that we've seen.
Just shows you how strong Fredo is. He's the first guy that's lobbed one past the back line. Now, Fredo's standing at the 30-foot mark. The back line is at 50 feet, so he hit that 80 feet, essentially, or more.
Yeah, including the arc.
Yeah.
Definitely more. And now Rudy's putting on a nice little run here.
Three, serving 7.
Oh, wow. Nice. Rudy tries to flop that ball over the top of Fredo, who flops it right back to the right corner softly.
And that's the shot that has really been working well for Fredo this season.
8 serving 3.
Not a great shot from Rudy, but a forced error there. And a timeout.
Call.
I think any timeout in Vegas is a good timeout. This weekend it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to find what you've been looking for, the right model, the right price, the right color, the bells and whistles. This weekend you'll get a deal that is as comfortable as a 20-year-old leather boot. I mean, I've got a couple of them.
Yeah, you look good in those, especially with your pleated white pants that are pressed.
This weekend, Dave.
Yeah.
We're still talking about that, not my attire in Vegas. You'll drive off in that Focus, Fusion, Edge, or F-150. Why this weekend, you ask? Because they have deals going on at Himborg Ford. You can find them out online at HEMBORG. That's HimborgFord.com. Himborg Ford, saddle up. They're north of 9115 interchange, 2nd Street exit at Norco in California. HimborgFord.com. As we are right in the middle of that Himborg Ford Cup, where the players are battling to win that cup right here on this show court in Las Vegas. 3-wall ball outdoor championships.
Dave, I know that you have a beautiful F-150. I think you purchased that at Himborg
guys,
Ford.
time in.
Well, I do have the F-150, there's no doubt, and I have spoken to their sales director. Looking to get a new F-150 from Himborg.
Yeah.
Didn't purchase it from them to begin with, but definitely going to purchase the next one. I'm a F-150 guy.
Okay.
Time in.
There's no doubt about that.
Score is 4 serving 8.
I think I'm going to upgrade, though, to the bigger model and go to the 250s for the next 20 years. And that side out resulted in a point there for Rudy Cruz.
5 serving 8.
Just a perfect shot from Fredo. Even if it goes out the door, Rudy does not have a play on it.
9 serving 5.
I like that shot. Just leaves it up just a little bit too much. It was the right idea, though.
10 serving 5.
Look at that serve.
Elbow.
It was an amazing serve, and that was really the only play Rudy had, was to try and take the angle and hit the same angle out to the
11
right.
serving 5. Oh, match.
And there it is. Samson Hernandez was right when he predicted he was going to play Fredo before Fredo even played his match to determine that. And Fredo Morales goes in and takes down Rudy Cruz here and now advances to the semifinals for the first time in Las Vegas. And let's go, if we can, to Kara Mack, who is going to be courtside with Alfredo Morales here, the winner in this match, as we will have her right here on center court. Kara?
I'm right here with him, all right. So when we were talking to Samson just last match, he had said that he was thinking that he was going to be playing you, getting ready for it.
I'm ready for it.
Are you ready for it? Right?
Yeah,
Already
I'm ready
looking
for it.
him. All right, what are you ready for when it comes to him?
I know past 2 tournaments, I've beaten him twice. I know he's coming back hungry, but so am I. So am I. I want to beat him again. He's going to try and make a statement by beating me. We're both going to give it our all.
What do you enjoy about going up against him?
Just the emotion he puts into the game, his heart, power. He gives it his all. He gives it his all. And I want to match it, so it should be a good game.
What do you consider your best strengths out there?
My best what? The lob. It helps me out since they made the court a little longer. So it helps my game. I'm more of a high person, and he's more of a shoot and kill. So it kind of balances out.
What do you think you're going to have to focus on the most?
Putting things away. That means I got to kill when I have the shot, and I got to go for it. If I leave it just a little high, I know he's going to dig it out.
How do you feel about this past performance? What do you feel most proud about this last win?
I feel like I played way better than my first 2 singles matches. The first 2 were really close. I had to get all the kinks out. And this one too, a couple shots went out. My kills weren't there, but hopefully I leave that in this game and everything comes out.
All of you guys are playing quite a few matches today, coming out in this hot heat and everything. What are you doing to keep up and to keep on getting out here?
Stay cool, stay hydrated, drink a lot of Gatorade, Pedialyte, stay in the shade. Don't overwork myself by playing side games. Leave that for after the tournament.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much. Kara Mack has our winner, Fredo Morales, here on center court, and he wins, advances to the semifinals. We're going to take a break. We'll have another great quarterfinal matchup here for the Himborg Ford Cup 3-wall ball outdoor championships alongside Dave Fink. My name is Dave Vincent. Thank you also, Kara Mack, and those helping with the live broadcast, Chris Garrad, Linda Manning, Jeff Castor, Matt Titano, and those that have done some great work for us here on ESPN and the Watch ESPN app. We'll have another one next here on ESPN3. Stick with us.